Just extremely proud of the way our team fought for 40 minutes. I think we really handled their runs. I think we really were tough and gritty when we needed to. Just credit them coming in focused with energy and executing our game plan. We knew that we wanted to pack the paint and make things hard on their bigs, and I think they did a really good job doing that. We made it tough for 40 and 33, and for the most part contested most of 24's threes. So very proud of how we were able to play a team that averages 15 offensive rebounds a night. I thought, at one point it was 4 offensive, then it was 11. I'm like, oh, it's getting closer to average. But, our team was really tough tonight.
We'll start at the beginning of the first quarter. What was said in the huddle? What was said amongst the team? What was your message to them? And once you guys took the lead, you never gave it back. What was the conversation there after A&T jumped out?
I always tell them the game's not won or lost in the first quarter. The first quarter is just about sustaining, a steadiness of let's get a feel for the game. Because, I think that you can jump too early, then you lose focus. And I told them that it'd be okay. Our shots fall. We shoot better at home. We're prepared. Just constantly affirming them, knowing that they're good enough, that we're prepared, and that we're just in a good position. So this is our team. I trust them. I truly do. And I know that we have positionally everything that we need to compete against any team in this conference.
An uncharacteristic night for Kylie, shooting the ball, but then Quinn, new career high in points for her. Pat steps up, Lex steps up, Peanut hits a big shot down the stretch. We've talked about more the depth of this team, and especially on a night where Kylie doesn't come out. Just talk about the depth and everyone stepping up and rising to the occasion against a really talented Aggies team.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that other teams' defensive plan is to stop Kylie. So our strength is going to be who else can show up amidst that kind of adversity. And, I do think she affected the game in a lot of different ways. I believe she had 6 assists. I know she was rebounding the basketball. So we do need her out there. When she fell down, I was like, oh, gosh, come on, Kylie. But just proud of how Quinn, again, just steadily falling into her role on this team, playing more confidently. I felt like Ty gave good minutes when she was out there as well. And Pat is just steady, and I know that about her, and she likes those big shots and big moments. And Peanut, I don't know if there's a bigger 3 she's hit this year so far, and she should have confidence in her ability to shoot the ball.
The play in the paint tonight, that was an absolute dogfight tonight between 2 really talented rebounding teams and interior teams. 30-24 in the paint in favor of them. You win the rebounding battle, but talk about your post play today and what it took to go against. You mentioned Harris and Clark.
We've been challenging Quinn and Ty all week. And, for me being a post player, Coach Kelly being a post that played professionally, I feel as though you better listen to us because we know what it takes. And arguably, they have 2 of the most dominant traditional centers that you see in this conference. And we just knew that they were going to wear on us. But we also knew we could run on them, which I think we did a pretty good job doing.
Yeah, you just talked about Quinn a little bit again, another career high for her again. And she talked about her ability to run the floor too, and that really tired out. It looked like 40 was definitely tired down the stretch of trying to keep up with Quinn. Talk about her game and the way she was able to really put Jasmine Harris in an uncomfortable situation a couple times.
Quinn loves challenges. And when you really challenge her in a way that she can lock in on an assignment, you see the light bulb, go off for her. And I think she knew that if she didn't play defense on Harris, then we wouldn't win the game. I pretty much told her straight up, if she did not rebound, then we don't win. She misses box outs, I take her right out. That can't happen. In the fourth quarter, she missed 2 rebounds. That can't happen. But I think she's maturing as she goes. And that's just a blessing that she's able to grow and learn with us this year.
A non-basketball related question for me and then Towerlight. The gesture pregame, play for Kate night for Jamie's mom, for them to kind of come together and do that. Jamie doesn't get a lot of minutes. She doesn't get a lot of highlights or headlines. Just talk about the team coming together and doing that for Jamie's mom pregame and what went into that.
Honestly, I didn't know that was happening until it did, but I was almost brought to tears and just the thought and the impact that Jamie has on her teammates. I think a lot of people think that just because you don't play, you don't have impact. And, Jamie's roommates are Kylie, Peanut, Ryan. And, She just helps them academically all the time because, Jamie gets straight A's. And she makes sure and just keeps everyone in line, and they respect her. She's part of our leadership committee. She has just a really valuable voice, and I think just seeing that was just such a nice gesture. More importantly, seeing how that impacted Jamie's mom in the stands, I thought that was amazing.
At the end of the second quarter and at the end of the fourth, they started to cut the lead into single digits. How do you get your team to keep the lead up in moments like those?
If I knew the answer to that, I think I'd be a lot happier as a coach. Honestly, I think our team just has to continue to grow and mature in just our discipline, specifically with taking care of the ball. I think we turn the ball over at very timely occasions in the game, and they lead directly to points for the other team. I think ultimately it's just showing them that, hey, we were able to withstand this lead. We were able to do those things. For us, it's also practicing and repping. But at this time of the year, you can't really practice. Like, we leave tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning to go to Charleston, and then we land and we go to practice. How much can I really practice versus Charleston? I haven't watched a single game. My point in saying that is it's really feeling just affirming and confidence and hoping that we trust that we've been in these positions and we've been able to be successful.
And then with 3 games remaining, 2 of them being Charleston and Stony Brook, which you guys played and lost to, how do you plan to prepare for your upcoming schedule?
Pray. Honestly, I think challenging our team to really just rectify some of those losses, challenging their focus, understanding that at this point in the year, the more conditioned, the tougher team wins. I can draw up any play, but we're scouted right now, you know what I mean? So you have to make plays and just really continuing to tell them that we're good, that we are a talented team. I think more than anything, a lot of coaches don't realize how much teams just need the confidence to know that they've got it and they're okay.
I think we played through adversity. We weren't really hitting shots early. We got a couple of turnovers. They started to press us. We couldn't really run our offense. So, we knew they were a good team, and it's a great feeling to get that dub because we don't play 2 games with them. We only have 1. So it was good to get that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on.
Hello.
And then Quinn, we just asked Patricia her thoughts on it. Just your thoughts. That was a battle out there today. Your thoughts on our tall win today against the team tied for second.
I feel like we had to be extra aggressive against this team. I feel like they were pushing the ball a lot, and we had to just get back on defense. The bigs were a little bit bigger this game, so I was looking to run the floor a lot and open things up for my teammates and run.
Kind of rewind to the beginning of the game. Slow start. They came out. They kind of jumped ahead pretty early. And what was the conversation in the huddle to get back into this one? And once you guys took the lead, you never gave it back. So just talk about what was being said amongst the team to get back into this one.
Just play together, stick together, make a mistake, move on, next play. I think Coach Harper's really adamant about that, push it through. Turn the ball over, get back. So just not hanging our heads down when we make a mistake and sticking together and trusting each other, trusting our teammates.
Also, we put emphasis on rebounding. We won the rebounding battle today, and I feel like that's why we won.
Towards the end of the game, they started to close back in, and then it seems like, Pat, you made a big shot, Peanut makes a big shot, Lex makes a big shot. Just talk about, maybe if shots weren't falling earlier for a player, there's no lack of confidence to keep shooting, and talk about the trust that everybody has in each other to hit those shots late.
Yeah, Coach Harper, she emphasizes if you're open, shoot it. We take those shots in practice, so we should believe it's going in every time, regardless if we missed a couple in the beginning.
Quinn, a new career high in points for you, 16, and Kylie had a down game today. They did a good job limiting her. Talk about your ability to step up and the stretch you've been on through the last few games where you've had really good games back-to-back scoring-wise, and then, like you mentioned as well, big battle tonight with their bigs. Just talk about the game tonight and how you've been feeling the last few games.
These last few games, my coach has been putting emphasis on rebounding for me. So I'm trying to get a lot of O-boards, putbacks, and get extra possessions for my team, and also and just drive and play my game. I'm trying to be more aggressive and call for ball more.
Last question for both of you. This is a big CAA win. Again, A&T was tied for second. As you get closer and closer to the tournament, a gritty win like this, where it's a hard-fought win, how does this prepare you guys for the tournament and to play, a highly competitive CAA tournament?
I mean, they were up at the top towards the conference, at the top of the conference, and it was really important for us to just take it win by win as we come closer to the tournament. We knew we wanted this one bad. We had it at home, and since the CAA tournament's going to be at home, we have that home atmosphere. So just getting used to playing tough teams at home in our atmosphere and having confidence that we could beat the team in front of us.
I feel like we just have to continue to play our game and execute the things that we do well every single game.